there, how's it going? I'm Anyssa. Welcome to Anyssa Chats. Today we're doing a completely different episode, and guess what? We got a special guest. And no, it's not Tegan. It's my good friend Cody.
I'm not special.
Tegan, you are special because you're always here. But the novelty, I think, is worn off just a touch.
Probably a little bit.
So one day we'll get new guests. Anyways, yeah, we got Cody. This is Tegan's fiance.
The one we always make fun of.
Yeah, so prepare for this episode because it might be a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, today is also going to be a little bit different because instead of doing our typical like reading Reddit stories or telling horror stories or true crime, we're going to do something that I've been wanting to do, which is kind of a little bit of a movie review. I'm obsessed with movies and TV shows and all of that, and so it's about time. I just didn't think this was going to be the movie that we would start off with, but Cody's in town, and so we thought we'd pick something that was close to his heart. And we're gonna review the Minecraft movie. Something about Cody, he loves Minecraft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we recently saw the Minecraft movie a couple days ago.
Yep.
In preparation for this episode's actually coming out a little bit late because I wanted to watch it. It was kind of a last minute idea to watch it and then kind of review it. So Cody, why are you obsessed with Minecraft?
I don't know. I've been playing it and watching it since I was a little kid. I mean, I haven't been able to play it lately because of going out and not having my PC until just recently. Mm-hmm. But no, it's a fun game, and I really enjoy all the modding and stuff.
It's just so satisfying to like build your own things, and like I love the mods. I think we typically are more of a modded player. Just getting all of the systems down and having it nice and everything click into place, and like, oh, look at all of these items flooding into my inventory. Very satisfying. And then you have the little mixture of building and the creative side of it. Tegan, why do you like Minecraft?
Why am I here? I don't play it.
Yeah, so we're gonna have an interesting dynamic because we have two people who've played it a lot, and then we have somebody who's barely played it.
I've played it once.
Yeah, you've played it with us one time. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think I had some great clips from that stream.
It was quite the stream. But let's get into this Minecraft movie. First off, just kind of what was your guys' expectations going into it? Okay, we watched the trailer. What was your kind of first thoughts there?
I honestly just thought it was basically a meme movie. Like,
yeah,
I thought it was going to be complete trash, but funny.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be completely like almost ruin the idea of Minecraft and just this like throw up of, oh, Minecraft funny, ha ha ha, little kids, clickbait. Because you think of like, I feel like if you think about the biggest audience of Minecraft, it's going to be those like 6-year-old kids who, you know, watch the YouTubers. I mean, if you think about your typical Minecraft YouTuber content, not all of them, but a lot of times they're that like, hey, what's up, you guys? We're going to be doing this Minecraft today. We're doing speedrun. We're going to be doing it. And it's just like 100% energy. Like, I thought it was going to be that. Like, bright colors, like, splash, like, I don't know, just too much going on. But I don't think it was that.
it wasn't too bad. I'm pretty sure Jack Black saved that movie.
100%.
It added quite the character to it.
I think if it was any other actor, I think it probably would have been very cringy.
Yeah. It was, I think, my overall opinion, I think it was the right amount of cringe. Like, it was a little cringy.
Yeah,
but let's be honest,
there was
Minecraft is.
some cringe in there.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought the jokes were just childish enough, I felt like. You know, I mean, there were some that were worse than others and some that were better. Because you have to think about their wide audience. You have the people who've played Minecraft forever and they're adults now. Mm-hmm. And you have the children that are like, oh, Minecraft movie. You know, we watched it with your nephew. Yeah. So that was fun.
He's 6.
Yeah.
He enjoyed it thoroughly.
We also had the theater to ourselves.
Yeah.
It was just the 4 of us.
Thank God. I was kind of scared we'd get, like, people who... Because I know, like, I've seen on TikTok people who are, like, go crazy when they do, like, the chicken jockey part. And I was like, I swear to God.
That was
if
stupid.
I have a motherfucker who does this during the movie, we're throwing hands. And you know what? The workers at the movie theater, they'll help me. Because they hate those people.
Yeah, no, I thought that was stupid. That was the stupid thing about the movie.
I don't get why it was memed about. It's literally just a line in the movie where it's like, oh, the chicken jockey. And it wasn't like, he didn't say it in a weird way. He just said, oh, it's the chicken jockey.
It's like 3 seconds of the movie. It's not, I don't know. If you ignore that, don't let that discourage you. If you haven't seen it because of that, it's not that. I thought it was going to be all that energy.
I thought it was going to be all that.
And it really wasn't. It was pretty
decent.
good.
There was some plot points where it was questionable, but like, why would you want to go back to paying bills and you could just stay in Minecraft for eternity and not have to worry about bills or responsibilities? But
Yeah, I had some questions, like the logistics, like why would you realistically make that decision?
it's like you guys were all miserable in your lives. You could just
Yeah, like why wouldn't, dude, if you opened a door and you could just be in Minecraft, like no bills, you don't have to work. I mean, you have to physically, right? Like you'd have to, go get your food and all of that, but that's not really like a problem in that universe. Why would you want to go back? Especially because it's like none of the characters felt like they had something to go back to. Mm-hmm.
They just went back.
Yeah, like they were all like, man, my life sucks and I'm alone. I mean, like the siblings were the only two that had anybody other than themselves, basically. Yeah, that was weird. Anyways, we'll get into that more in depth here. But first, I kind of want to start with some of the notes I took while we were in the theater.
I took notes in the theater.
I took advantage of us being in the theater by ourselves.
That's true.
And I wrote down a couple little notes. One of the very first things I wrote was in the very beginning, the intro's happening. And, the music plays and it has the iconic music soundtrack.
I like that.
The one thing I wish they would have done at some point in the movie was play the background music ridiculously loud. Because every time you play Minecraft, the music is just like, if you have it on 2%, it'll just randomly be like, hey, I'm gonna be 100% today. And you're like, no, go down. And it's like, I can't go down anymore because I want it there. But not that much. I thought that would have been really funny.
Like when they first got in there, like, cause like you could like hear it like a little bit in the background, but it kind of got overwhelmed by them freaking out like a bunch.
Yeah.
I wish it was like
that, like, wham. I will say, on talking about music, one of my favorite parts was the short little scene with I don't even understand what was happening 100% because I was so distracted, but the scene in the Nether where they were doing like the talent show and they played the disc, the one disc, I can't remember.
Pick Step.
Yeah, they played Pick Step, and that was, I love that. That was a jam. That felt like late night with the boys playing Minecraft, being like, that was great. I approve of that section. Speaking of speaking of the beginning, one thing I did note as well is I felt like the beginning was kind of slow.
I felt it was like half like exposition, half like.
Yeah, like the beginning was kind of like, okay, when are we gonna get to Minecraft? It was like, what is this?
I don't know if it felt so because we were just excited for like, because I was ready to like be there already, but it was just like a lot of setup for like.
Yeah, it might have also been the 6-year-old sitting in between us going, is it over yet? And it's like, dude, we're 15 minutes in the movie.
I think he was more excited when it was gonna get to the actual Minecraft part. He was like, what's going on?
It's like, when do they get to Minecraft?
When are they gonna start?
The next thing that I kind of wrote, sorry, this is going to be a lot of me talking. They didn't prep anything, I did. So they're just going to react to what I said. I told them not to do homework for this episode. But the next thing that I mentioned that like really fell off to me, now I think they did a pretty good job. Like, I will get into the behind the scenes here in a little bit, but something I didn't think they did a good job of was the sizing basically in general. The first part I really noticed it was when the villager like wandered into did we ever get a conclusion as to what happened to the villager? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
They
did.
fucked.
We did. They did. They yeah, there's
It was so huge.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is the villager was really tall. Like even stepping, because like Minecraft, it's blocks, right? Your character 2 blocks high. You walk through the doors that are 2 blocks, but the villager was like taller than the door.
Yeah, I noticed that. They were like,
it like hit its head
big
on the door.
They were very huge.
Yeah, but I think Minecraft blocks are 2 meters tall. Mm-hmm. So that's 4 meters. I think that's taller. Like that's like 6 foot or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm American.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it had to do with making it look right standing next to a person,
Probably.
but I guess the blocks maybe should have been a little bigger to like make it the same size. I don't know. That was something that kind of stood out to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they dimensionalized all that.
Yeah, it was very. I mean, I'm impressed they did as well as they did. It did. I thought the block building, the block like placing.
Oh, that was,
I thought that was pretty cool.
I was wondering how they were gonna do that.
Yeah.
I was. It wasn't too bad, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, like watching them like pick up the tiny block and be like, bling.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool because like realistically, how do you show that? But yeah, with that, I feel like it was very interesting how they can make this silly little game of Minecraft somehow feel like it could potentially be real. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, like theoretically, if you could say the movie was real and that someplace, whatever town they were in, there was this, you know, these guys who found this portal, you know, the little whatever thing to make the thing happen, right? Like technically, in a sense, obviously we know it's not real because it's a movie. But like, I love it when shows can do that, when it's like, oh, but what if it was actually, it's kind of like a supernatural thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is happening. In the show, like, oh, these monsters are real and all that. But, I mean, obviously it's not. I thought that was cool.
yeah.
Okay. Sebastian does it all the time, brings Minecraft into real life.
We actually played Minecraft in real life before going to the movies. It was quite the Minecraft-filled day. Yeah, I played with Sebastian in the backyard with sticks, as every good child should. And we were fighting off Minecraft monsters. It was great, you know. I taught him how to give flowers to iron golems, so I was like, let's give him a flower so it can help fight with us. And he was like, what? Because, you know, he plays Minecraft, but he really just gets in the creative world and, like,
He
spams
just really
buttons,
likes to build and...
like, blow stuff up, you know? But yeah, and then we went to watch the movie, and then we got Minecraft Happy Meals afterwards.
Which is where the creepers come
Yeah,
from.
we got these little guys on the table here, which I think some of the cameras can see. So my next note, and this was directly taken from what I put on my phone when I took it to the movies, and that was goose pimples. No!
That was worse than chicken skin.
It got worse than chicken skin, and I didn't think that could happen. I actually do think I've heard of somebody refer to them as goose pimples before, but I think I just tried to block that out of my mind.
Yeah,
Goose
I've heard that before.
That is awful. But we watched a video where they referred to it as chicken skin, and I just hate the term in general.
Chicken skin.
Yeah. But besides the goose pimples, I thought they hit on some, like, a lot of good reference points, like, so I was worried they would go really strong into, like, the developer's idea of the game, if that makes sense. Like, Minecraft is such a game that the community has come up with, oh, this is what the name of this is, you know, how we experience this. Mm-hmm. So, like, the water bucket clutch, I thought that was a cool taste,
Yeah.
right? Because that wasn't, like, something they made in the game. Like, that's not, like, they didn't design the game and go, oh, yeah, players can do this. It's, like, what players adapted the game to do. And so I thought that was cool.
And then they added Technoblade. Or not Technoblade. Wait. Yeah, no, it's Technoblade. The pig.
The pig, yeah. So yeah, that was a reference that we didn't necessarily watch, but I definitely heard about when it happened, when he had passed away.
Yeah.
But adding, like, references to that. They had Mumbo Jumbo in it, and he also, I'll get into this behind the scenes because it was kind of interesting. I watched a video of him talking about his experience in it. But he actually, a Minecraft player, went through and designed a lot of the buildings. Like, when Steve goes around and is like, oh, look, I built that, and there's that, and there's that. Like, he helped design those to make them as realistic as possible, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And, like, the redstone and everything, he went through and was like, well, you can actually, in the game, you can do this to make this happen. And they were like, oh, okay, let's make that happen. So that was cool. So, yeah, just taking that side of, oh, the game we grew up with, and, like, oh, this realistic. Because I think everybody has a little bit of a different view on Minecraft, depending on who you watch. You know, whether they're the redstoner that likes to build all these crazy traps and stuff like that, whether you're the solo player who just likes to farm and build houses, or if you're a creative player and you just like to build, like, that kind of situation.
I think it gave, like, people, like, who would watch it, like, you know, like little kid Sebastian, like, when they were doing, like, the minecart thing, he's like, I want to build one of those. And then when they got down to, like, the creeper farm, he was like, I'm gonna make one of those.
Yeah, he kept saying that. He would be like, I've made one of those before, which I don't think that's true.
Well, maybe
but
not,
maybe he watched a video of somebody. He goes, I'm gonna put one of those in my world. Yeah, it was quite funny. So as much as at times I was like, man, this 6-year-old needs to shush, it was kind of fun to watch with him. Anything about the movie itself you guys wanted to add, or you guys noted or thought about, or?
I thought it was pretty cool. It kind of made me want to play Minecraft. Not gonna lie, I kind of felt like playing it.
Minecraft Let's Play coming soon.
It's gonna take me a long time to figure out how to actually play it because I was.
Oh, and I can get a server set up.
And Cody's excited. That's why you wanted to do this. But yeah, I thought it was cool too how it did it in such a colorful, like, it made the game look cool. Like, I can imagine that would be interesting.
I think it might get people who were like kind of like about Minecraft maybe to kind of want to try it at least.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, the thing that made me want to try it was when they did the cart and you could make things like electric, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Tegan's going to be a redstoner.
Yep, we're going to get her in the redstoning.
I think one of the biggest questions everybody kind of had when they were like, hey, we're going to do a Minecraft movie that's like live action was, how the heck are you going to do that?
Yeah.
How are you going to take this pixel game and make it real, like, live action in a tasteful way? And I think we're all worried about that, you know, how do you make a 2D-ish thing into actual, put people into it?
Yeah.
I was kind of worried now. I mean, before kind of seeing the trailers, really, I was worried it was going to be like really two-dimensional feeling, like, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know at the time how they were going to make the blocks look.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I really like how they put that, like, realism. It felt like you put one of those really realistic texture packs on, like the ones that are like gonna blow up your PC kind of thing.
The what is it called? Ray tracing.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. With that, I actually, watching it, assumed that a lot of it was just CGI, edited in, special effects, you know, like, I was curious what the actors saw, because I really thought it was just going to be them in a green screen room, and it really wasn't. They full on, like, built out the set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, like,
it was full on
like,
built.
for the most part. Like, though one of my favorite parts watching the behind the scenes video was they showed the pink wool house.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just some dude sitting there, like, gluing these, like, carpet squares into a cube house, and I was like, they built that. Like, that wasn't on screen for what, like, 2 seconds?
Yeah.
And they built that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to try building that mushroom house.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Put it in the backyard.
Just cover an existing tree.
Well, it was just like the stem was just the ladder up, and it was really the room was like the one on top. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, I really expected most of it to be, oh, they don't know what they're looking at, you know? I actually thought they did a good job, especially like the interactions with the dog, with Dennis. Like, he did a good job of, like, he looked like he was petting it, he looked like he was looking at it, and all that. That's hard to do. That can be immersion breaking if you're like, oh, I'm petting this dog over here, but it's over here, you know, or whatever.
I thought they did, they had someone in a costume for part of that.
They didn't talk about how they did that, but I think...
I'm pretty sure Jack Black made sure, like, they had someone there to kind of make it more feel like it was real.
Or some sort of... They may have had the, like...
I'm just thinking of the Twilight behind the scenes where Bella had to pet Jacob, and it was just the actor in a green screen suit, and she was just petting him.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, I liked how they gave it that realism, like, fluffy looking. I actually kind of thought it was interesting that these toys from
they were really fluffy. I didn't imagine them as like fluffy
like,
and
especially
like
the
I really want to
creepers.
hug them, but like
but like even the Minecraft, like the toy has like fluffy texture to it, which I thought was interesting when we got him.
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. that sheep. Sorry, I just remember that sheep that got eaten.
Yeah.
It's very brutal. I was like, damn. Circle of life, I guess.
R.I.P.
Imagine how much pink dye he would have had to get to dye all of the sheep.
Yeah. That was crazy. Like, I like those little aspects, or I like the when they first get into the world and they build their, like, starter house, and it's like, or he starts with the little like shack. And it's like, that's exactly what you do in Minecraft. It felt good. And they hit on the first night.
Yeah.
When you get into Minecraft, like the first night, no matter how much you prepared, if you've played a Minecraft 100 times, like if you're doing a survival world, the first night's a little scary. And you're basically like, okay, I'm going to dig a hole and I'm going to sit in here and wait for nighttime to pass because there's always going to be that one zombie that comes and rolls up on you. Now they dramatize it a lot, right? Like there was like 10,000 zombies coming after them. It would have been really funny if it was just like one skeleton that just kept shooting them from a distance because I think that's how it actually feels.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really cool that it added that emotion to it, that connection, and they did that right in the beginning. So you're immediately like, yeah, this is like playing Minecraft. They did good with this one. That's exactly what it feels like. The one thing that I felt, we kind of hit on this a little bit, but some of the decision making I didn't feel like made sense. The fighting, as cool as it looked, my guy, you had a whole cave of diamonds, and you didn't ever make a diamond pickaxe? Or a diamond sword? Like, huh? I mean, Hank the kid had found a diamond axe in the end.
And a sword. He found a sword, too.
He did find the sword. But, like, wouldn't the first thing... Okay, you're under attack in a village. Wouldn't the first thing you show these people how to make is, like, a sword and be like, all right, boop, boop, even an iron sword or something, you know? Like, okay, I liked the tater tot cannon was that was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
They mentioned the behind the scenes that Hank is representation of the modders. So bringing in something that wasn't about the base game into it, like a tater tot gun.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was really cool. I didn't really think about it that way, but like thinking about it that way is really, really awesome. I like that. But otherwise, why wouldn't you put on armor? Which I kind of understand the armor because then they would have to like figure out how to put on armor. And that would be annoying to be in this clunky armor the whole time. And I think that does break it.
It looked a little silly.
Yeah.
But they did have it at the end.
They did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then it broke immediately.
Which like, what kind of diamond? Would you have like Curse of Breaking? Isn't that one of? Is that in vanilla Minecraft?
Curse of.
There's like, isn't there a
Unbreaking? Wait. Well, there's Unbreaking.
Isn't there a curse of something?
It's God damn it! What? It's on death it breaks or disappears.
Like vanishing? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Curse of Vanishing.
Yeah. Anyways, but I'm like, what do you got on that, bro? I wish they had done an enchantment thing. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there wasn't really time for it.
But the only enchantments the ones they had was the skeletons with bows.
Yeah.
They had the flame bows.
Yeah, that's true. I thought that was interesting. Or a bow. Why didn't they make a bow, bro? Like, come on.
A bow, bro.
Because that would have been cool because they can be like, here, look, make a bow. Here, enchant it with infinity. So they didn't have to be like, oh, let's go. I mean, because you know how many feathers that man has? A lot. But yeah, being able to make everything look really real and feel, real, right? In the sense of like actually the game was really cool. And yeah, the fact that they had Mumbo Jumbo in on it. He made a video where he showed the builds, like the prototypes he went through. They were like, hey, we need something that does kind of something like this. And he was like, well, here are my suggestions. And so he did that. And he was like, yeah, none of these made it in. And I was like, I can't imagine how much time this dude spent building could you imagine, Cody? Can you imagine building like a device for a movie in Minecraft? Like, this dude who just happened to, he's playing Minecraft. I mean, to be fair, I don't know his whole story, so, forgive me if I get it wrong. But this dude's like, I'm going to play Minecraft. I'm going to make videos of it. And then, dude, now he's making money. The fact that, he's making money from making videos is crazy from just playing Minecraft. But the fact that, then he helped make a movie. And he was in a movie. Like, isn't that cool? Like, just because he's playing video games, man. Like, no, like, I don't know.
Like, there's whole cultures around that guy.
Yeah.
Like, he has been there for years.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I didn't get more people to kind of...
I am a little surprised, too. I was expecting, Captain Sparkle's in there, a bunch of others that I'm not necessarily
I thought they would have
with.
shoved a couple YouTubers in there, kind of like they did with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Yeah.
Like
even just for little cameos.
Yeah, because like at the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I think they had like employee pictures, and there was even like a couple like YouTubers in there and stuff.
Yeah. Like, even if it was just, I don't know. Like, I don't know, you could have done little bit more references, but then it's also, I mean, I'm sure they spent so much money on just the set making.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how long it took them to make all of it. Again, like the wool house. You pay people for how long to put like wool on a house? For how many hours? You know they're getting paid more than I do an hour. Like, come on, like imagine if that was your job.
Dude.
To build, like, you build awnings and stuff now. Imagine.
Put carpet on the wall.
Literally. Oh, crazy. All right. Well, I think that wraps up all of my notes on it. Oh, I did pull a quote from a YouTube comment on the behind the scenes, and they said, "It's not trying to be a cinematic masterpiece. It's just being what a movie was about. Entertainment, not trying to win any awards, not trying to win over any stereotypes. It was just trying to be fun and exciting, like going to a theme park for the first time to enjoy it and laugh." And I thought that was kind of like, like that was kind of cool. It was just kind of fun. Like, it was just like, what if we brought this game into it?
Yeah.
That's basically what it was. It wasn't like life-changing or like, you know, like, whoa, this is crazy. It was like, okay, yeah, movie about Minecraft.
Yeah.
It wasn't like absolute dog crap, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it took them like years to figure out what the hell they were going to do at first.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine that's a challenging concept to figure out what the fuck you're going to do.
Because it was going to be animated first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
It was going to be an animated movie. And then they switched to live action. And
they
then
were
they
like, but what
switched
if?
to a different type of live action.
Yeah, I think they had a whole lot of last minute changes and
Different
everything.
Directors and everything, too.
Was Jack Black as Steve last minute? Or
Kind of. Like, it was the last iteration was him as Steve.
I thought the casting was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty decent.
Like, I thought everyone worked well. It was funny and all that. The behind the scenes is literally just them going, "It was such a fun time. We were just sitting and joking around. This is great." And I thought that was kind of cool. All right. Well, I think. Did you guys have any last thoughts about the movie itself?
I mean, the storyline could have been a little different.
Yeah.
That was.
It was a little.
It was a little weird. Like,
It was a little lost. Like, I think. Yeah, I guess that's true. I hit on a lot of the like little mentions they did, but the storyline itself was kind of like.
Kind of all over the place. A little bit.
Yeah. Like, that was just a weird villain.
Yeah, the villain was, like, I was surprising that they chose that. Although I'm a little bit glad they didn't go with the stereotypical Ender Dragon.
Yeah, but they didn't even mention. But they had Electress.
Yeah, that's very true. They didn't mention the end at all.
Yeah, nothing.
I thought there would have been at least a little mention of it.
They didn't even make it, like, they made it sound like Enderman only spawned in another two, which was like, huh?
Yeah, you're right. And the fact that it was like, oh, this is my only Ender Pearl. I'm like, but you have, like, a cave of diamonds.
Yeah.
And, like, all of these other things.
I know,
he
was like, I almost died fighting that. And then that kid literally just went, pew, and then Ender Pearl. And I was like,
yeah.
I guess maybe it was when you first got there.
Yeah. I don't know. There was some aspects that it was like, And again, getting back to the whole, oh, they have these crappy lives, and then
they made
go into
such a big show of how shitty their lives were, and when they got stuck there, they're like, we have to get back.
Yeah.
Like, we have food, a home,
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they have to stay there the whole time. They could just leave the portal up and just, like, go to and fro. They could just live there. They could just live there. They could just...
Or, like, okay, so I thought the twist at the end with, what's his name, Garrett, just, like, inventing a new game based off of it or whatever that kind of was at the very end. Like, that's how he got his riches. Oh, that was kind of weird because it was, like, he didn't even try to take the diamonds back to the real world.
Yeah. I thought it was I thought it was going to end up, like, because, like, Minecraft's not a real thing in the movie world. I thought it was going to be like, yeah, so then we made it, like, into the computer game that it was, and I thought they were going to, like, make Minecraft so everybody could play it.
Yeah, and that'd be, like, the how the game was made kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought that's how it was going to happen. And then it was like, no, we made this arcade game that nobody really plays arcade games anymore. But we got really rich on it.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was very much we need to tie this up in a bow. Someone think of something.
Yeah, it definitely felt inconclusive. It felt just kind of random.
To be fair, I might be putting too much like real world thought into it, so.
Yeah, I mean, day to day, it is basically a kid's movie, so.
I like how they were like, yeah, self-defense, and then the guy she was attacking at the end had a pig head, and I was just thinking her students are probably going, why the fuck does this guy have a pig head?
I thought that was weird. Why was her storyline, oh, I'm going to teach a self-defense class?
Just because she was like kind of good at fighting, even though she was.
But like, was she? She like swung a hoe at some people.
She swung a hoe.
Like she did.
She was hoeing around.
She was hoeing around. It would have been really funny. She's like, I'm a farmer now. Like, you got this unbreaking hoe. I know. I thought that was kind of weird.
Like the petting zoo for the real estate lady kind of made sense.
Yeah. I mean, that was still random.
Yeah.
But I thought it was.
But at least it was still kind of a part of her that she was like an animal person, kind of.
Yeah.
But no, the social media thing to just straight up, I'm gonna open up a dojo. That was a big leap.
Yeah, that was random. It was really, and this whole like I felt like they were just reaching for this town has this iconic plant, and it was like why. Okay, like, I mean, I guess it was kind of funny. It was a way to introduce something, give you a little chuckle in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Little comedic relief.
Dude, that thing was creepy.
Yeah.
That thing was so creepy. The mascot was terrifying.
But it didn't ever come to anything.
No, it didn't.
It wasn't like, oh, they're running from the cops now because he broke this iconic piece of
or like they got sued.
Yeah.
Like, I assume maybe, I don't even know. How would they even know that? There was literally no follow-up to him breaking that. There was no him getting in trouble or anything.
She never questioned why he let some random dude pick him up from school.
No, nobody, I didn't show anybody like higher ups going like, oh man, that was your little brother, you're fired. Like,
it felt like, oh, she's gonna get in trouble, and then it was just like, no. Minecraft.
I thought it was like he was gonna get in trouble, and then he's gonna be like, oh, I have to run away so I don't cause problems for my sister. Yeah. And then he'd like somehow find it or something. I don't know. That's not how the way I thought it was gonna go.
That was the low point in the movie.
That was like the introductory period where we were all like, what the fuck? I mostly was like, the introduction, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? How is this all gonna connect? Yeah. Because it all just seemed like random points.
And I don't know that it ever did. Like, besides them just ending up in Minecraft together, I don't know that it ever connected.
Like, her real estate lady just kind of followed her, to go get her brother.
I feel like, why did they make her a real estate lady? She should have just been, like, a neighbor.
I feel like she should have either been, like, a landlord, like a landlady, like, it was, like, a split condo, because how the fuck is she gonna afford a whole ass house in this economy? Let's be honest.
For real. Being a social media manager, I know I don't get paid that much. I'm a social media manager.
But, no, I thought it should have been, like, maybe, like, it was, like, a split kind of condo kind of situation, and that they can have the unit down below.
Yeah.
So then maybe it's kind of a concern if, her tenant below is having problems or whatever. But if you're a real estate lady, they bought the house, you move on,
Yeah, and it was like, I mean, I guess it was supposed to be like this small town vibe to it of being like, oh, well, let me help you, help you find him. But
everything felt like weirdly too shiny and new to feel old town, to feel like an old small town vibe. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, especially like the characters themselves and like, I don't know, you needed that like old farmer and, like kind of how they had the old man at the mines. You needed that like small town, get off my lawn type energy.
Just Joel walks up. It's like, let's go.
We've been watching The Last of Us. We haven't watched the new season yet, but
I'm not emotionally prepared.
We're rewatching the first one so we can prepare for the second one.
I'm avoiding it.
Maybe that'll be the next review. Maybe we'll review season 1 and 2 of The Last of Us. That would be fun. No, the podcast episode would be, I would need a whole podcast just for it because I could talk about it forever. Again, I'm a behind the scenes in the making of nerd. I'm very much into that kind of thing. But yeah, I wish the overall storyline was a little more clear, cohesive, a little more solidified. It felt very much
like, yeah, this storyline we don't really care because it's just gonna be little kids watching it and they're not gonna pay attention to it.
Yeah, which to be fair, As somebody who was mainly paying attention to how they made Minecraft realistic, I mostly paid attention to that.
But also, to be fair, most plot points for little kids movies are at least kind of cohesive.
It's true. It's true. And they even have some depth to them, you know?
Because, you know, they keep in mind that adults are watching.
Yeah.
I needed some funny, dirty jokes in there. Didn't have that.
Yeah, I feel like they were just totally playing to the adult audience of being adult audience who play Minecraft. Not the adult who didn't play Minecraft. So
I needed that adult joke for the adult that got dragged along to the Minecraft movie.
to be fair, they did have a moment where they were doing, what did they call it, a man sandwich?
Yeah,
I tried to forget.
That just kind of felt that was a lot. That just felt.
That felt. I tried to blank that part out because that was the part where you could tell they were doing the funny.
They were trying to do the funny haha dirty joke, and I was like,
I also
what?
felt like they were in the air for so much of the movie.
they were.
Yeah.
You know, like they were doing these like air fights, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever done. Besides, like, not even when you really fight the Enderman do you do air fights, unless you're playing modded Minecraft, where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I have a jetpack. But it's like, you don't do. I don't know. I just felt like that was a little interesting, and they did create the whole the ghast carrying the things like around and whatever. I don't know. It felt kind of like random. I wish they had done a nether fight, like in the nether.
Yeah, that would have been more.
I don't know.
That'd be more. I feel like that'd be more difficult though.
Yeah, but I feel like the air part would make more sense.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I mean, I guess like, in a sense they. I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky and I'm overthinking it, but that's what I do best.
I don't know. Sebastian was asking me a lot of questions about Minecraft, and then I was turning around and asking Cody the same questions.
Yeah.
He was like, "Can you make that?" And I was like, "Oh, hold on, Cody, can you make that?"
That's funny. I'm surprised he didn't want to sit next to you.
I know.
I am so surprised because he was he was like, "I'm gonna go see the Minecraft movie with Cody."
Yeah, we told him originally he was going to have to watch it with Cody. Well, he did, kind of. He sat in between us. He wanted to sit next to me. It's because I played Minecraft with him beforehand.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, to kind of wrap this up here a little bit, I say wrap this up. I don't know how long this is going to take us. But I thought it would be really fun, especially because we have Tegan here who knows, again, very little about Minecraft.
Not much.
That we would take the ultimate Minecraft quiz.
Woo! I'm gonna get all of them right.
If you do, that will be awesome. All right. First question. An Enderman can be dangerous in several ways. Which of the following has been made up, so that's not real? So you got melee attacks, splash water bottles, rolled up newspaper, or rain.
More than one of those isn't correct. Only
Just
one.
one is not right.
Only one is not correct.
Yeah, which one?
Rolled up newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh wait, for real?
Yeah.
There's no newspaper in Minecraft.
No, it actually doesn't tell me if we're right. Okay,
Well,
I was
we'll just
confused
pray
for a
it's
second
right.
because I thought it was saying how can the Enderman attack you, and I was like, yeah, I can melee attack. I mean, like, sure,
It just has like a fucking roll.
dude. Imagine.
Modders get to work.
Hey, let's see it. Just like, get off my lawn with a newspaper in his hand. I love it. All right. How do you make a large chest?
Well, I've been told you drink a lot of milk, but I don't know if that's true.
You know. You know. All right.
I don't know. Maybe not, because Cody does. And
He ain't got no chest. So do you put two chests next to each other? You have to buy them. You have to find a giant chest and then make it smaller. Who wrote that? Or you have to put three chests next to each other.
I feel like that's called a breast reduction. Sorry. Three chests next to each other.
Is that your final answer?
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. I'm going for it. I know, I'm doing the first answer. I'm not going to change my answer.
I'm going to answer as Tegan answers, and then we'll see. Because it doesn't actually tell me, although I can tell you that was incorrect.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually tell me, so just
I'm
in
going
case.
with the first answer I say. I ain't taking back just because you went, it's not. I'm not cheating. That's cheating. Okay.
Okay, this one actually confused me. Also, what really confused me was the extended workbench
What the-
going on here. But it looks like it's mobile.
See, this is why I get like out of Minecraft because that just looks very confusing to me.
Yeah, and that does to me too. So
okay, well,
I mean, there are big crafting tables and mods, but
Not that
not
guy.
quite that one that I've seen. Anyways, so this one, how many blocks of iron ore does it take to make one iron ingot? 1, 2, 4, or what's an iron ingot?
what's an iron? 2.
Okay.
That was right, was it? Yep.
That one confused me at first because I thought it said a block of iron because it says blocks of iron ore. And so I thought it was asking how many iron ingots does it take to make a block of iron. I was really confused because 9 wasn't on there. But yeah, it's 1.
Oh, really?
You smelt it into 1. Back in my day, we didn't have iron ore. Like you didn't have the ore pieces. You had the blocks that had the
one
iron
of
in it.
something to make one of something.
You know,
Okay.
it's Minecraft math.
Okay. Yeah.
What are creepers scared of? Spiders, cows, ocelots, or the dark? This is a good one.
Ocelots.
Yeah, good job. They're scared
Okay.
of cats. Yeah, all these screenshots are from the mobile game. Which
Wow.
also, what
It's crazy.
in tarnation is going? Sorry.
Why does it look like
What
they're-
modded monster made that?
Why are they? What is it?
The Pocket Edition modders are weird. They make a lot of weird
Oh,
ones.
you know, I actually forgot about this. What can you wear to stop an Enderman from attacking you while looking at
What
it?
the fuck?
So what can you put on your head? You got a turnip, a cabbage, a potato, or a pumpkin.
Potato.
A potato flew around my room, but it's a pumpkin.
Oh man.
Yeah, you wear a pumpkin on your head too.
Usually potatoes
Carved
never
pumpkin.
I was
fail
gonna say,
me.
doesn't it have to be a carved pumpkin?
Has
So
to be
it's
a
not
carved pumpkin.
just a pumpkin. It's a jack-o'-lantern. Or, well, a carved pumpkin. But, you know, it looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Oh, this is going. How is a charged creeper created? When a creeper eats a plate of rocks, I thought it said socks. A plate of rocks. When a creeper collects a battery. When lightning strikes within 4 blocks of a creeper. Or even the game creators can't explain. It's just a glitch in the game.
We're gonna say when lightning strikes within 4 blocks of a creeper because I think that's pretty funny.
That
Ding, ding, ding,
ding,
ding.
ding.
Wait, that's actually right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of like a creeper walking down the street and I was thinking of blocks, like the streets.
Oh, like street
And so
blocks.
I was like, psh, lightning strike.
Imagine. That'd be hilarious. Which of these consoles can you play Minecraft on? Computer versions, Windows, and computer. Xbox, mobile, or all of these?
Pretty sure it's all of them.
Yeah.
You can play Minecraft in Minecraft. Inside of Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's kind of like how you can play Sims inside of Sims.
It's really fun to play Sims inside of Sims. Because I'll be like making my Sims and I'll be like, what do you want to do? You want to play video games? You can play Sims because that's what I'm doing.
And then you have to be like, no, you need to get off of Sims and go to bed, and you're still
You
playing.
need to go to work. And I'm like, Anyways, who's the Enderman's leader? Inya, Ender Dragon, Ender King, or Donald Trump?
I don't know, one of those sounds suspiciously right.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ender Dragon? Because isn't that like the final boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish? Yeah, let's go.
Main storyline 1, yeah.
I kind of listen to you guys when you talk about it.
Yeah. Poor you. You have to deal with it. Cody has to listen to us talk about Sam and Colby. You have to deal with us listen to us talk about Minecraft. I'm just a mixture of both of you, so I'm fine. All right. How do you make obsidian? Do you mix wood and iron, mix iron and lava, water and diamonds, or water and lava?
Oh God, I know this. I know this too. God dang. I'm just gonna go with iron and lava.
Not bad, but not right.
I know it has lava in it.
Water and lava.
That's what dang it. Should have known that. I watched Steven Universe.
Oh, I actually don't. No, I do think I know this. Sorry. How tall is a ghast, not including the tentacles? Is it 4 blocks, 6 blocks, 3 blocks, just 1? But it's a really big one.
It looks like 1, but like I don't think that's right. We're gonna say 3.
I think that's correct.
It's either 3 or 4.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
And I can't remember because I don't typically measure gas.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's 3.
They're just kind of annoying little floating things for me. Alrighty, what can you use rotten flesh for? Scaring away creepers, help to mine diamonds, to eat, or to heal wolves?
What in the fuck? I guess you could eat it if you wanted to, but we're going with that.
You want to go with the
We're gonna
eat?
eat it.
Ding, ding, ding.
You're not wrong. I think
Ew.
technically the answer they want is to heal wolves.
Really?
Yeah,
That
'cause
was
you can
gonna be
use
my
it to
second
feed
answer.
them. But like technically, you can eat rotten flesh. So
That sounds gross and doesn't sound like it's good for you.
it gives you hunger, but right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
There's a
poison,
chance.
hunger.
There's a chance to give it hunger. Sometimes poison. Sometimes you get like a little
Is it poison too? I don't often go around munching rotten flesh.
It's a desperate times.
It really is.
Whoa.
Oh, this one's interesting. How many people play Minecraft every month?
10 people.
55 million, 6 million, 15 million, or 100? I should note it says 55 million plus.
Probably 55 million, I'm saying.
I don't technically know the answer, but that's what I would assume.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people in the world, so.
What ore can you build complicated machines with? Bluestone, redstone, gold, or
I
obsidian?
think it's redstone.
Yeah.
I learned some things from the movie.
There you go.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Some of these pictures are.
That is from an old Minecraft video type.
I feel like I recognize it a little bit as well. I feel like the Enderman's extra tall.
Oh no, you used to make me watch Minecraft videos when we were first dating.
Hey, you know what? You
I
enjoyed
don't
some
know
of
why I
them.
stuck.
You watched.
Dude, you had so many like things that you could have been like, I'm out of here.
I kept going.
I made you watch Sky Does Minecraft, and then you watched him on purpose watching his try not to laugh videos.
Some of them were kind of funny.
They had their moments. I watched them as well. I wasn't a big. I'm still not really a big Minecraft watcher. I prefer to play the game. If I do watch somebody, I just do like let's plays or like playthroughs. Which mob do you fight at the end of the game? The Ender Dragon, the Ghast Cow, the Creeper King, Player 1.
Isn't it that? Wait. Does mob actually mean more than one thing, or is it just the Ender Dragon? We're gonna go Ender Dragon. Final answer.
Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
you're correct.
Okay.
I love the Player 1. It makes me feel like it's what is it called? Oh my gosh, A Way Out.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Pigs drop pork chops, skeletons drop bones. What do zombies drop? Sweets, crisps, brains, or rotting flesh?
I would think it would be rotting flesh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Brains and some mods.
Thumbcraft.
Cody just whispering Thumbcraft. It's really funny to me. Alright. What vegetable can you use to make a potion of night vision? A diamond turnip, a brass potato, iron cabbage, or a golden carrot?
We're gonna say golden carrot.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I forget about that one, but yeah. That was my favorite part when playing vanilla Minecraft was potions. And like back in the day, memorizing what does what. And now it's all completely different. So
I have a chart up every time I do potions.
These videos are cracking me up.
I've seen that before.
no, I would most of the time in my worlds I would take item frames and like make them look like what they would create, you know? So
Yeah.
you'd have like the sugar to make speed, like that kind of thing. Just for fun. Which of these YouTubers play Minecraft?
Oh no.
Dan TDM, popular MMOs, LD Shadow Lady, or all of the
I
above?
feel like it's all the above.
Ding, ding, ding.
I was like,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's right. I know Dan TDM and I know LD Shadow
I was
Lady.
gonna say,
Pretty
I think I know two of them.
Popular
I just didn't know
MMO.
the second one.
I think I wasn't. I've heard of that, but I wasn't
watched him a
100%
lot.
sure if it was Minecraft.
He doesn't do no more.
Well, then that
So
makes sense.
technically, it's wrong.
What if we get that one
Get
wrong?
better.
He's an old one.
What real life animal was recorded to make the sound effects of a ghast?
Well, I don't know what they sound like. I'm going with.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah. You should just pull up sound effect of it. There you go.
Oh, that's definitely a cat. Oh, I don't know. That's different. The beginning kind of sounded like a cat. To be fair, to be specific, it kind of sounds like shadow.
To be fair, I don't know exactly which sound.
Oh, I know exactly. I know what the answer is.
Oh, that's a cat.
Yes.
That's gotta be a cat.
Yeah, it's a cat.
I'm pretty sure it was just me.
It's
A cat, a dog, a
Budgie.
budgie. What's
I think it's a bird.
we're going with cat? Or
Cat.
was that okay?
yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
I've heard shadow.
Pretty
before.
sure. Yeah.
It
That
is.
sounds very cat-esque.
The one. What's his name? Jeb. It's Jeb's cat.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Which country do they let you play Minecraft in school? I believe this is the last question. Is it Sweden, Norway, France, or Japan?
We're gonna go Norway. I don't know.
I don't know the answer to this one.
Probably Sweden.
I was feeling Sweden.
That's where it originated from.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
But
I didn't know that.
I don't actually know. Is there? Do I?
It just doesn't tell you the answers.
do I?
I think it's at the end, probably.
Well,
we
I'm
are at the end.
Really?
Yeah. It doesn't tell you the answers. We just answered all these questions for nothing.
Update. I don't think it tells me the answer. What if I hit enter? No. I guess we don't know the answers to our questions.
No, most,
That
but
means I
there's
got
only
them all right. I told you.
But yeah. Hold on, I'm getting clickbaited real quick. All right, this one's only 10 questions. Let's do this one really quickly.
Okay.
We're gonna do the hardest Minecraft quiz. We'll crush your spirits. We're probably not gonna get answers to these ones either. What were villagers originally meant to be?
Oh fuck.
Pig zombies, regular zombies, pigmen. They weren't meant to be. They were meant to be what they are. Villagers.
I'm guessing they were just. I don't know. Villagers. I don't know.
I actually don't know the answer.
I think they were just supposed to be villagers.
I think
pretty
so
sure they were
too.
supposed
Like
to be
I never
villagers.
heard of anything.
That one should just be villagers.
Who picks these pictures? What mob is depicted on red chiseled sandstone? The killer bunny, the wither, Herobrine, or a zombie horse? Red chiseled sandstone.
I don't know.
This is hard. I can't picture
think
it.
I know which one.
I'm going zombie horse. I don't know.
What do you think it is, Cody?
I think it's the Wither. I mean, you could look it up.
We're gonna see if this was gonna work for me. It might actually work. I think I need to double click it. What do you have to do for the grisly death message announcing you were stabbed to death? Jump into a cactus, be stabbed with a diamond sword, fall into a bamboo trap, or set fire to an exploding arrow bush.
Fall into a bamboo trap.
I don't know the answer to this one either.
I don't think there is.
I haven't played vanilla Minecraft since they've added bamboo, because there's bamboo in vanilla
There's
Minecraft.
bamboo, but there's not bamboo traps, I don't think.
I think it's jumping to a cactus.
I think it's cactus.
I didn't even know those cactuses. So.
What do you get if you smell a raw pork chop? Nostrils that were full of delicious porky odor.
What the
Question
fuck?
mark.
What is-
Is that what smelt means? Question mark.
I think they were trying to be funny with that.
Yeah, I think they gave up. A cooked pork chop, a ham hock, or roasted pork.
Wouldn't it just
Roast
be
pork.
roast pork.
It's just cooked pork chop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? That's not a trick question?
No.
Is that a trick question? Which of these mobs have white eyes? White eyes. Ender Dragon, Herobrine, Killer Bunny, or the
I
Enderman?
think it's Enderman. Right? No, is that
See-
purple?
It's just Herobrine, isn't it?
Yeah. Herobrine be the only one.
Because the Ender Dragon has like a bluish eyes, don't they? Doesn't
Purple.
Or purple? Oh, it is
Purple.
purple. It is purple.
It's
You're right.
purple.
Enderman's
With
purple.
Enderman. What is this block? It's like a purpley dude. Weeping obsidian, crying obsidian, sobbing obsidian, or sniffling obsidian. That's me today.
I think it's something obsidian.
Incorrect. Is it weeping? Is it crying? Is it sobbing? Or is it sniffling?
We're gonna go weeping.
It's crying.
Wow, really?
Oh, I did. I can't change it now. I was going to try to pick the right answers. Okay. How do you make a nether brick?
You take that brick, you chuck it into the nether, and you went, whoa, there's another brick.
It's when you grab one brick, you grab a second brick, and go, wow, that's another brick. Do you smelt netherrack? Nelt smetherack. This game. You can't make it. Combine netherrack with water.
It doesn't sound like words anymore. I can't hear words. It's all
smelt
gone.
netherrack or nelt smetherack? You have these sparky nether brick.
I feel like my ears have become dyslexic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe you knelt the smetherack.
You know the smetherack? How about you smelt the netherrack? What color coat does a nitwit wear? Green, blue, yellow, or light blue? Do you know what a nitwit is?
No, I don't even know what the fuck it is. Maybe him. He wears a black coat. Would you like
to explain what a nitwit is?
A nitwit is a villager that cannot do anything. It's just a plain villager.
So villagers have jobs. Oh. And a nitwit is like they can't be assigned a job.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Do they wear green, blue, yellow, or light blue?
Fuck. I don't know.
It's just picking a color.
Green. We're just gonna go green.
Correct.
Yeah.
So does that mean the one that fucked Jennifer Coolidge was...
It was a nitwit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There you go. If a charged creeper kills a skeleton, what does it drop? Skull, bones, and an arrow. Skull, bones, and clothing. Skull, bones, and an axe. Or underpants.
Underpants. That's kind of funny. Sorry. I'm a child. No, sorry. I was just laughing at underpants.
No, I was just confused because I don't think I know the answer to this.
What was it?
Skull, bones, and arrow. Skull, bones, and clothing. Or skull, bones, and an axe. I'm guessing it's arrows.
I feel like it'd be arrows because don't they have...
Yeah, it'd be the first one.
Because...
Yeah.
I guess maybe it just makes it drop its drops.
Maybe,
because those are its... Yeah. What are these pictures?
Okay. I don't like that.
Me either. I'm scrolling down. How often is a redstone tick? 0.01 seconds, 0.1 seconds, 0.15 seconds, or every second?
0.15 seconds, because I don't know what anything is.
Is it every second is like a regular tick? Or is it 0.1 seconds?
I'm trying to think.
I'm not actually for sure. I'm not a redstone person.
I don't know what a redstone tick is.
I want to say it's every second. Oh, no, because it would have to be...
Because you can change it.
I think it's just the regular 0.1.
I was thinking that one.
I think.
Oh, it does tell me if I get them correct. Yeah, it's crying obsidian, pork chop, jumped into a cactus. We were right with that, stabbed to death. It was the wither on the red chiseled stone.
They were meant to be pigmen, apparently.
Oh.
I never heard that.
No.
All right.
Are your souls crushed?
Just a little confused. But honestly, same state as what I usually am in. All right, well, I think that's going to be it. I thought I was going to get 2 more points during this, but I rambled forever. Welcome to Anyssa Chats. You guys have any final thoughts? Tegan, you want to play Minecraft?
Sure. Down. Throw them down.
Isn't that little thing cool? Every time you tip it, like, it changes colors.
Sorry.
I still like the little chest Christian made me.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, he got it for you, but it's a little Nintendo Switch container.
Ooh, that's
thing.
Nice
it makes
and crunchy.
R.I.P. my future self, but for those who like ASMR. But it's really nice. It's a little 3D printed chest. All right, well, I think that concludes it. You'll have to let me know what you think about us reviewing movies. I hope it was interesting to those of you who like Minecraft, and if those of you who don't, this might be the first episode Tatum doesn't finish.
Probably.
Or maybe even start. I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. I'd like to do more reviews of movies and stuff like that because like I said, I really like the behind the scenes and things like that. I mentioned before wanting to Friday the 13th. Maybe one day we will do that.
I'd be down for that.
The hard part is I feel like I need to do like a watch party because I feel like I'm going to have to show the clip and do it. And that's the reason why I've put it off because it sounds like a lot of editing work.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Thank you, Cody, for joining us.
Yeah.
Tegan, of course, you're usually here. Thank you, though, for being here.
Yeah, always.
If there's any other quizzes you want us to do, if there's any other gaming topics, if there's any topics, we'll chat about it all. Let me know. But don't forget to follow us on Spotify, follow us here on YouTube, subscribe to us, like the video because it makes it does do better. And yeah, be on the lookout for the next episode. Bye.
Peace.
You can't do that. I did that.
Too bad.
Copycat.
Sucks.
All right, let's wrap this place up.